Friends' Funniest Moments Review, complete YouTube narration script. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the funniest collections of moments from Friends, a hilarious mix of birthdays, Thanksgiving disasters, awkward dates, Joey's legendary food obsession, Ross's romantic confusion, and classic Chandler sarcasm. If you love the comedy that made Friends one of the greatest sitcoms ever created, you are going to enjoy this recap. The episode collection opens with Joey celebrating what should have been a terrible birthday. After everyone leaves him alone at a restaurant, he jokingly prepares himself for the saddest birthday dinner ever. But just when it seems hopeless, the restaurant staff surprises him with a birthday song. Joey instantly transforms from lonely to thrilled, proving that even the smallest gesture can make him incredibly happy. His childlike excitement is both hilarious and heartwarming. Meanwhile, Ross believes Rachel may finally be interested in him again. After hearing a few encouraging comments, he convinces himself that tonight could be the beginning of their relationship. Chandler, as always, refuses to let Ross get carried away without delivering a few perfectly timed sarcastic jokes. Their friendship creates some of the episode's funniest conversations, especially as Ross tries to convince everyone that this romantic plan will finally work. On the other side of town, another relationship is facing a completely different problem. A character plans to hide an enormous secret from his new girlfriend until after an expensive Valentine's Day dinner. Instead of being honest from the beginning, he believes that romance will somehow make the truth easier to accept. The logic is completely ridiculous, and that's exactly what makes the scene so funny. One of the episode's best running jokes arrives inside a cooking class. Monica, despite being a professional chef, loses confidence. After receiving a terrible restaurant review, she secretly joins a beginner cooking class hoping to rebuild her confidence. Instead of impressing everyone, she becomes overly competitive, while Joey, who knows almost nothing about cooking, earns praise from the instructor simply because he's enthusiastic. Watching Monica become jealous of Joey's success creates some unforgettable comedy. Phoebe also gets exciting news when she learns that Ryan, her Navy boyfriend, is returning to New York. Their unusual relationship only works because he disappears for years at a time on submarine duty before suddenly reappearing for a few magical days together. The group's reactions to this strange romance are absolutely priceless. The last continue with one of Ross's most awkward promotional videos. A ridiculous fake commercial introduces the Milkmaster 2000, a product that supposedly solves the impossible challenge of opening a milk carton. Ross delivers every line with complete seriousness, making the commercial unintentionally hilarious. His commitment to such a ridiculous product is classic Ross. The emotional side of the story returns when Monica and Phoebe realize Ross and Rachel are trying to date other people. Instead of supporting those relationships, they secretly decide to arrange terrible blind dates for both of them. Their plan is simple. If every other date is a disaster, maybe Ross and Rachel will finally realize they belong together. It's classic sitcom matchmaking filled with misunderstandings and chaos. Birthday celebrations never go smoothly in Friends. Rachel expects a traditional birthday cake, but instead receives a Mexican flan. Rather than looking delicious, the dessert becomes the target of endless jokes from the group. Every attempt to celebrate somehow turns into another comedy routine. Then comes one of the show's most memorable Thanksgiving stories. Just as Monica finishes preparing an enormous holiday dinner with multiple kinds of potatoes to satisfy everyone's impossible requests, the group rushes outside to watch the famous underdog balloon escape during the Thanksgiving parade. Unfortunately, they accidentally lock themselves out of the apartment while the entire dinner continues cooking inside. What follows is complete panic. Everyone blames each other for forgetting the apartment keys. Monica, already overwhelmed by trying to create the perfect Thanksgiving, finally explodes in one of the funniest emotional breakdowns in the series. By the time they finally get back inside, the turkey is burned, the potatoes are ruined, and dinner is completely destroyed. Instead of allowing the disaster to ruin the holiday, the friends gather around the table anyway. Chandler delivers one of the sweetest Thanksgiving speeches in the series, reminding everyone that even though none of them had the holiday they expected, being together is what really matters. It's a perfect reminder that Friends always balances comedy with genuine heart. Another unforgettable storyline centers around Joey's most famous rule: Joey doesn't share food. After ending a promising date simply because the woman takes a few fries from his plate, everyone is shocked. Joey insists it isn't about the fries themselves, it's about respecting another person's food. His passionate defense of this unwritten rule has become one of the most iconic jokes in the history of the series. The comedy keeps building with an argument over cheesy cake. What begins as two friends trying to split a dessert quickly turns into a ridiculous battle over who has the larger half, measuring crust sizes, protecting each bite, and refusing to share even the smallest piece perfectly captures the petty but lovable nature of the group. Holiday generosity also creates another memorable misunderstanding. Monica and Chandler decide to give homemade cookies instead of cash to the building staff. While they believe the thoughtful gift is more personal, the recipients clearly have different opinions. The situation becomes even funnier when strange messages appear in the newspaper, leading everyone to suspect the brownies may have contained something unexpected. Finally, Joey discovers his refrigerator has stopped working, or at least he claims it has, rather than paying to replace it himself. He desperately tries convincing Chandler that he accidentally broke it and therefore owes him money. Joey repeatedly forces people into the refrigerator door, hoping someone will take responsibility. His increasingly desperate attempts become one of the episode's funniest running gags. What makes all of these stories so entertaining isn't just the jokes themselves, it's the chemistry between the six friends. Every misunderstanding, every sarcastic comment, every emotional speech, and every ridiculous argument feels natural because these characters genuinely care about one another. Whether they were fighting over cheesecake, ruining Thanksgiving dinner, arguing about freeze, or trying to fix each other's love lives, their friendship remains the heart of every episode. That's exactly why Friends continues to entertain audiences decades later. The humor is timeless, the characters are unforgettable, and every episode reminds us that even life's biggest disasters become funny when shared with the right people. If you enjoyed revisiting these unforgettable Friends moments, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which scene made you laugh the hardest. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next reviews.